Life on the road is not all it's cracked up to be. You know, I mean, you can make it look like just the greatest place ever, but when you're riding in a small tin can with a whole bunch of dudes, it's a little bit like rolling down the road in a middle school gym locker.
Kids' bedrooms all in one. Maddie, Mackenzie, and then Nathan is down here. You got me.
And then you add, like in our situation, my whole family is with us. We don't argue a lot, we just have some intense moments of fellowship.
Okay, here's the way. Here we go. On you go.
So we're going on tour. We're all going on tour. We're bringing the whole family.
I think when people see the Big Daddy Weave entourage, if you will, pull up, they're like, wow, look at all these pretty buses, and there's so many of them. It must be such a glamorous life.
Okay, guys, let's get everything put away so we can get rolling fast, okay?
And that is not always the case, for sure.
Okay, if we get our bags down, I'll get y'all's beds made, and then y'all can put your things in your bed.
The glamorous, no. I wear jeans and a t-shirt every day, tennis shoes, ponytail. That's my glam. Okay, Maddie, we have about 30 minutes, okay? So this is our living, dining, kitchen area. This is also homeschool area, Bob area. This is where we spend most of our time. When the slide is in, we lose about half our space. So you're bumping bodies when you walk down the hallways.
Yeah, man, life on the road is not all it's cracked up to be. You know, I mean, you can make it look like just the greatest place ever, but when you're riding in a small tin can with a whole bunch of dudes, it's a little bit like rolling down the road in a middle school gym locker.
Kids' bedrooms all in one. Maddie, Mackenzie, and then Nathan is down here. You got me.
And then you add, like in our situation, my whole family is with us. We don't argue a lot, we just have some intense moments of fellowship. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a win-win for us guys. You know, the hope is that the wives and kids enjoy it enough to where they're also liking to be out. And that's a huge deal for all of us dads that want to spend as much time with family as possible.
We've had friends come visit, and they're like, oh, okay, so now I understand. It's kind of like camping, which it very much is like camping.
You're in charge of snacks, girl, you got it. Can you organize the drawer real good for me like you did last time? Thank you. There you go. Okay, you wanna get your backpack? You're all set. Good job.
When we went out on tour with Chris Tomlin, he was like, man, he goes, this has been such a crazy experience, man. He's like, sort of like, you know, one part like Billy Graham and one part like touring with the Clampett family, dude, you know, from the Beverly Hillbillies. And I was like, that's exactly what this is like.
And this is my walk-in closet area. You just can't tell. The best days are a playground or an inside gym and laundry. If there is a washing machine and dryer, it's like, oh, angels are singing.
Heading up to the northeast, so
It's gonna be cold up.
it's cooler than here. There's kind of two sides of it. There's this side where, you know, some of the guys get to bring their families out and they feel the call to be on the road with their husbands, you know, and the kids feel called to be out as well. But for Jeremy and I, that's kind of a different story. You know, our wives have careers and things that they do that they're not able to come out on the road with us. You know, they feel called to do their thing. And it's hard because we're not with them when we'd love to be. You know, it creates this longing to be home and to be with them.
So I've been leading worship over the course of the last 12 years. Yeah. So we're gonna start Reckless Love, and we're gonna do the key of C, and Brian's gonna count us off. I've always had kind of a career that involved me staying in Nashville when he would tour and stuff. For us, we are really good communicators with each other, and I think that's super key, especially with him being gone. We make sure that we talk about everything, even the hard stuff, even the stuff maybe that you don't particularly want to talk about over the phone, but that's really your only option.
You know, we've tried to have a family. We started, at this point, it's 8.5 years ago. trying to have a family. And it's a real struggle to go through that and to be apart at the same time.
It's like a double whammy a little bit for me because I have endometriosis, so I've had 4 different surgeries, and there's been times where in between recovering from surgeries, you're on medications that, basically one of them put me into a premenopausal state. So for 6 months, I'm having hot flashes and night sweats, and you can't try to get pregnant when you're in menopausal state. Like that's not going to happen.
There's good weeks, there's bad weeks, just depending on kind of where we are in that journey. And if the week has been really hard and I've got to go on the road, then that makes it even harder to be away because we can't really have that face-to-face conversation.
It's not like I can hop in a car and drive 20 minutes and go sit down and talk with them. So we make it work because we communicate with each other really well.